no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Send Lobo.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's crashing.
Look, squeeze.
Check, crunch. Switch. 36.
Five.
On first down, Lay. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
49, check 49.
Fair. Run.
Rush in. Show it.
Ready.
Back to throw. Lay. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Hatchet. Check three. Joker. Shift. Watch the shift.
Snap.
Throwing on third and long. Lay. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. first down. Complete. It's Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go next. Good team on it. Good team on it.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Come on, come on. Switch it.
Throwing on second and 14. Murray. And this is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
58 right there. It's been a long day for you. Hey, check 24, check 24. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, under 10, 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. There's a part in that.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 51, exit, exit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike 51.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He finds his man Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready, 56. Mike's 56. Let's go one more.
Murray keeps it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike's 59. Watch hard.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike, check, 59. Get that quarterback, huh? Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 15. Now they go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Tighten up.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Go.
58, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Lucky. Check safety.
5.
Looking to throw. Lay. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. I'm coming after you. Mike, check, 59.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This is Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lay. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lay. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
On third down, a run from Breida. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They give it off here to the tight end. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming for you. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Hey, that's good. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the big one.
On 2nd and a yard, Murray buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Back, Leo.
Alert 3. Check. Hey.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready to break.
58, come on. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. Check 43. Out. Switch.
Here's Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Check 24. Check the backer. Check. Sponge. No. Wide. Get wide.
Fight.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 26. Check 3.
Ready.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check.
Now.
2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. Robert Alford there defensively.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
All right, let's get there. Check 31. Check. Bang. Kill.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Lay. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Geronimo Allison. Incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First down, Murray. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the 35 on second down. Murray, throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he finds Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A carry here for the big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal, Arizona.
Check 56. Hey, tight down, tight down. Kill. Check.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Slide. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jared Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
As a DB, you're giving up a ton of height on that play to the receiver, so if they want to blow a 50-50 ball, that's going to make it difficult. All you can do is rely on your technique. Try and time it. Try and figure out when the ball is going to arrive and meet it when it gets there.
And on that play, short man won. Now a give to Breida, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
On the return is Peterson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Go to base. Push him back. 51 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
59. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
throw on third down. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Lions on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a give running left is Breida. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
Now Johnson. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Check 24, check 24. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, 10. You go tight, you got tight.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Watch the twist. Check nickel.
They run for it with Breida. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Here we go. Henry. Let's go, D. Go ahead.
On the ground with a tight end. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second and 15 now. Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they get
Touchdown, Detroit! Matt Breida, 69 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They begin the drive with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Check. No. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Arizona, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.